Well, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
And they got the win, so I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives.
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. They're led out by the young man out of Stanford, their rookie quarterback.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. 20! And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
2nd and 9. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Jackson Smith-Njigba, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Ravens offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now Spears to begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
3rd and 2. Play action, now it's Daniels. And that will be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. James Cook running back out now. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Back to throw. That's complete to Lazard. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. 2nd and 9 now. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The numbers a week ago for Cook. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. Well, this defense for the Ravens very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard. They'll drop to throw. He finds Smith and Jigba. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. He'll look to throw. And complete to Smith and Jigba. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Cook will take it in. Touchdown. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Ravens nothing.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Off the play fake, Daniels. Under pressure, and down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. The visitors' offense and running back James Cook heading onto the field. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. His numbers reflect that. Currently leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Smith and Jigba with a grab. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the fourth down.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
In motion left goes a tight end. Daniels looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Daniels from the gun on third down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. James Cook running back out now. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here. On 1st and 10, it's Spears. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. They go play action. Daniels. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4. Here's Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But they've certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Spears. is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now Daniels. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. It's a sack for a loss of 4, and that brings up third down and goal. Throwing now is Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
And Gay knocks this one through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. They'll set up a throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd and 6. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Here is 3rd down and 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To the air goes Daniels. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Aubrey now for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Throwing after the interception, Daniels. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. To throw is Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Play action, now it's Daniels. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And complete, right side to Cook. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. He'll find Gibson here, complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And he missed it. It's no good, and this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
It's hard to be surprised in the miss there with the way this first half has gone. Here they were hoping to get some sort of momentum to carry them into the locker room, but even this doesn't pan out.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, and it's the Bengals who have the lead in the second quarter. Rondale Moore, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Next, we head off to check out another game, and you can see they are out in front in that one. Rashad Perryman, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. The Jaguars trying to finish that one off and claim victory. We saw some strong work from James Cook in that first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They'll look to throw. This will be caught. Judy. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They'll look to throw here. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And this will stay a 3-score game at 24. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The Ravens offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. 2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Defenders are always happy anytime they can sack a quarterback for a loss of 10 or more yards. There's an example there. High fives all around.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. Daniels. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. A tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Oh, he bowls over him. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Operating from the gun, Daniels. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Looking to throw. Dan, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up. There he goes, right side. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and, boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Aubrey now for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves. But we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Godwin, the motion man. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Kalijah Cansey in on the stop.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And here's a give to Spears. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 32-yard line.
He'll look to throw. He finds Smith and Jigba. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
They're going to look to throw. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And on now is the punter as he's on to kick it away. Pressure comes and it's blocked. The Ravens block it. And there, Charles, the pressure wasn't coming off the edge. That block came straight up the chute up the middle.
And that's when you're going to ask the personal protector what happened, because that position is often called the searchlight. And you start that light right up the middle before you scan to the sides. That's where your immediate threat is, and it's your quickest threat. Why he didn't see that and pick it up, that's going to be a big question they'll have to ask.
Daniels looking to throw. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. 2nd and 10. On the option, here's Spears. And they'll get him down right about the 20. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Gay's kick is good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
And they can't bring him down. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Toronto's offense ready to take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll find Lazard here over the middle.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Smith and Jigba in motion right. On play action, they'll throw. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
He saw the pressure and he got out, but he never got upfield. And the defense, they took full advantage of a rookie mistake there. They were able to add a big loss on the sack.
So they bring out their punter. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Here's Daniels. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. This 2nd and 4.
At the 46-yard line.
They go play action. Daniels got a man, and he hits him in stride. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Short throw caught by Pitts. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, they've had a lot of chances but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 4. To the air goes Daniels. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Daniels going to throw for it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Daniels. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun to give to Spears. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Aubrey now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. Well, now how about this return? And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Ravens ready to take over. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Throwing after the interception, Daniels. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4. Now Daniels. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing now is Daniels. Back to Gibson, and another catch for him. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Toronto's offense ready to take over. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3rd down and 1. Cook up the gut, and he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
On 1st down. It's Burton, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And they bring their punter out there now as he's on here to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Toronto, they move to a sparkling 15-1 with one game still to go in the regular season. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.